In the opening chapter of Atlas Shrugged, Ayn Rand introduces us to a world teetering on the brink of economic collapse. The protagonist, Eddie Willers, serves as the special assistant to the vice president overseeing operations at Taggart Transcontinental Railroad. As Eddie navigates the bustling streets of New York City, he's confronted by a homeless man who cryptically asks, "Who is John Galt?" This phrase, emblematic of the era's growing despair, encapsulates the pervasive sense of hopelessness gripping society. Eddie's irritation with the question mirrors his frustration with the declining fortunes of the once thriving railroad industry and the broader industrial decline enveloping the nation. Eddie's concerns lead him to a crucial conversation with James Taggart, the railroad's president. He highlights the dire state of the Rio Norte line in Colorado, a region still enjoying industrial prosperity thanks to Ellis Wyatt's groundbreaking method of extracting oil from shale rock. Recognizing the strategic importance of Colorado to the country's survival, Eddie urges Jim Taggart to secure new rail supplies promptly. However, Jim deflects responsibility by citing delays from Orrin Boyle of Associated Steel, refusing to acknowledge the potential of Hank Rearden's Rearden Steel to supply the necessary rails. This disagreement sets the stage for the contrasting ideologies that underpin the key characters. Enter Dagny Taggart, Jim's sister and Eddie's superior, whose return from an inspection of the Rio Norte line reveals even graver issues. Determined to salvage the railroad, Dagny cancels the order with Associated Steel and opts for Rearden Steel's innovative Rearden metal instead of traditional steel. Her decision is met with resistance from Jim, who fears public backlash against the unproven metal. Unlike Jim, Dagny is unwavering in her belief in progress and innovation. Her engineering background and thorough understanding of Rearden metal's superior qualities drive her to prioritize efficiency and excellence over public opinion. Dagny's resolve to rebuild the Rio Norte line with Rearden metal symbolizes her commitment to saving the railroad from the detrimental effects of Jim's misguided policies, including the ill-fated San Sebastian line destined for nationalization by the socialist Mexican government. Dagny's challenges extend beyond corporate decisions. She faces the inexplicable departure of Owen Kellogg, a promising employee eager to advance within the company, who unexpectedly quits and exits the railroad industry altogether. Additionally, she encounters a mysterious incident involving a young brakeman who claims to be playing a fifth concerto by Richard Halley, a composer who had retired and vanished 8 years prior. Dagny's investigation confirms that Halley never composed a fifth concerto, deepening the sense of mystery and decay surrounding the once vibrant industrial landscape. These events highlight the ongoing exodus of talented individuals from society, contributing to the overarching theme of decline and the erosion of excellence. A pivotal metaphor in this chapter is the oak tree from Eddie's childhood, symbolizing the facade of strength and stability, masking internal rot. Once majestic and seemingly indestructible, the tree's hollow trunk serves as a poignant analogy for Taggart Transcontinental and, by extension, the American economy. Despite their outward appearances of power, both the railroad and the nation are deteriorating from within. Eddie's realization that the Taggart building's vitality has waned reflects his growing awareness of the deeper, systemic issues plaguing his world. The interplay between Dagny and Jim Taggart encapsulates the novel's central ideological conflict. Dagny embodies the spirit of capitalism, valuing innovation, productivity, and personal responsibility. She prioritizes quality and effectiveness, as seen in her advocacy for Rearden metal and her strategic decisions to support industrious regions like Colorado. In stark contrast, Jim represents a collectivist mindset, emphasizing public welfare and reluctant to embrace change. His preference for Associated Steel over Rearden Steel stems from a misguided sense of altruism, prioritizing Boyle's interests over the railroad's immediate needs. This fundamental clash underscores the broader themes of individualism versus collectivism and the moral implications of each philosophy. Ayn Rand masterfully sets the stage for the novel's exploration of societal collapse through the lens of Taggart Transcontinental. The decline in industrial production, the closure of businesses, and the mysterious disappearance of talented individuals all serve to illustrate a world losing its creative and productive forces. Dagny and Eddie's rejection of the nihilistic sentiment embodied by the question, "Who is John Galt?" positions them as beacons of hope and resilience, determined to reverse the downward spiral through determination and ingenuity. As the narrative unfolds, their struggles highlight the vital importance of individual initiative and the perilous consequences of abandoning these principles. In summary, the first chapter of Atlas Shrugged deftly introduces readers to a world in decline, setting up the central characters and ideological conflicts that drive the story. Through Eddie Willers and Dagny Taggart, Ayn Rand explores themes of productivity, innovation, and the clash between individualism and collectivism. The chapter lays a rich foundation for the ensuing narrative, inviting readers to ponder the underlying causes of societal decay and the potential for redemption through unwavering commitment to excellence and personal responsibility. That's all for this summary. If you found value in this analysis, please support Bookly Crash Course by liking, subscribing, and sharing with fellow readers.